Huh? Yeah. So we're going to be continuing on the influence series today.
Yay.
And we're going to be talking about David and Goliath.
Yeah,
Well, no, I'm sorry. We're going to be talking after David and Goliath. So this is going to be kind of a little recap on where we're at. So David and Goliath happened. So that's David, the guy right there. So after David and Goliath, God kind of appointed, well, didn't kind of, but he appointed David to be the next king of Israel, right? So God has appointed David to be the next king of Israel. And then, so the current king of Israel is King Saul. So that's King Saul. His name's right there. Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird. Just wait till the next video. So, King Saul has a son. Anybody know his son's name? Jonathan, right? Alright. So that's Jonathan. So now we're going to go kind of back. We're going to look at Saul and David's relationship, okay? So in 1 Samuel it says, when the men were returning home after David had killed the Philistines, the women came out from all the towns of Israel to meet King Saul with singing and dancing, with joyful songs and with timbrels and lyres. As they danced, they sang, Saul has slain his thousands and David his tens of thousands. And then it says, Saul was very angry. This refrain displeased him greatly. They have credited David with tens of thousands, he thought, but me with only thousands. So Saul is a little upset with David, or mad at David, right? Right? No. Saul wants to kill David. No, he wants him dead. So, huh? Yeah, no, just joke around. But anyways, there's like time in the scripture where it talks about how Saul was actually throwing daggers at David to kill him. So he like seriously wanted him dead because of jealousy. So David and Jonathan, we're going to go back. David and Jonathan, they were really good friends. In fact, they were BFFs. So Jonathan wanted to save David from his father, Saul, right? So we have Jonathan, who is Saul's son, and David, who Saul wants to kill. Kind of makes for an awkward relationship, right? So Jonathan wants to save David. Why does Jonathan want to save David? Because Jonathan recognizes that David is innocent. He says David did nothing wrong. This is just the people are saying that, David did this, but maybe it happened, maybe it didn't happen. So Jonathan is also trying to help his friend follow God's plan, right? So God has appointed David to be the king of Israel, and Saul wants to kill him. So if Saul kills him, then God's plan doesn't get followed through with, right? So in 1 Samuel 18:4, it says that Jonathan stripped himself of the robe that was on him and gave it to David, and his armor, and even his sword. So Jonathan is making a sacrifice to David, right? So we're going to look at the sacrifices that Jonathan has made for David. So Jonathan gave David his clothes and military gear, right? So that's illustrated on the screen. And it also says, here are my nice clothes and military gear. Just in case you're a little confused on what's going on. So another sacrifice that Jonathan made for David is he gave up his right to the throne. So because Jonathan was Saul's son, he was supposed to be the next king, right? But God came in and said, no, David is going to be the next king. So what sacrifices can we make for our friends? So the first one is schedule time with your friends. So just plan a schedule. Like, hey man, we're going to hang out, person A, we're going to hang out at this time, person B, we're going to hang out at that time, blah, blah, blah.
Person B is not.
Huh?
This person B is not.
Well, that's the reason we didn't go to C. But no, I'm just kidding. But everybody's important. But another one is don't be distracted when you're with your friends. So I'm going to tell you all a story. Whenever I was in high school, and we went out to eat with my little group of friends who we hung out with, the two of us. Yeah, my mom. So we'd always take our phones and put them in the middle of the they'd have to buy a whole meal for everybody. So it was kind of an incentive to like not be playing on your phone and to use that time that we were together to build that relationship with